During the Jurassic period and Cretaceous period, the dinosaurs evolved into various adaptive types, many of which reached colossal size. Tyrannosaurus rex, about 70 million years ago. Its long skull was equipped with powerful jaws in which were set sharp, doubly serrated teeth. Weighing more than 4 metric tons, averaging 19 feet in height. This creature was believed to be one of the largest predators who ever lived on our planet.
Look.
Hey, Joe, gonna catch one of them little fish in the East River?
I hope so. But you never know. I mean, today could be my lucky day.
The only thing you don't want to catch is a cold.
Hey! I got a bite! Ooh, what? Do I have a bite?
Hold on, Joe.
Got a big one, baby. You want to fight, huh?
to 1997? Are you ready, New York City? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. '98, the year of Godzilla.
This is 7 November Golf. The target's heading right at us. He's too fast. Panamanian government. Evidence of passengers dead or alive. Please stand by. Are we slowing down? This thing's only 200 miles off the eastern American seaboard. We don't even know what the hell it is.
In Independence Day, we were able to basically cut to two guys in a car talking and then do a reverse shot of what they're looking at, and it's a model of New York City, and you could get away with that. But because the creature has to move through New York, the eye is much more sensitive to faking it. So we had to do a lot more in real. We had to make real cars flip over on the street. We had to make real debris fall, real fish fall out of the sky. And then later we will put Godzilla into those shots, because otherwise the eye would be able to detect that it's not really New York. Once that's set, then we can actually use other things, models for certain shots, downtown LA for certain shots. But we had to do an extensive amount of work in the real location to fool the eye.
He's not like kind of like viciously saying, oh, there's a city, you know, like kind of now go there and cause problems. He's only like kind of doing what he has to do, and it's, he's like created in a way by us, you know, and, but he's still an animal, so he kind of behaves like an animal, and when he gets attacked, he defends himself, you know, it's all like very, does like kind of very rational things.
And I play Nick Totopoulos, who's some sort of scientist who specializes in mutated animals. So I'm brought in to help figure out what Godzilla is and how to get rid of him. You know, it feels like a movie, like a real movie. I like doing little independent movies too, but it's fun every now and then to see how a big Hollywood movie is made. And it really is definitely by far the biggest movie I've ever been involved with. You know, Glory was pretty big and in a different way, but it was massive, and War Games. But this is the number of sets and the size of them, the size of the cast. I mean, never mind special effects, just the physical sets that we've shot on, the amounts of New York that were lit for night. You know, blocks and blocks. It was astonishing, thrilling to watch, I think.
A new direction. It's still a fun movie. It's still, there's a lot of fun in there. It's still, but the thing we're approaching with, we have a real animal living, because people want to see that. Hey, what's about if this creature that was done in Japan for generation, that legendary creature called Godzilla, now you're seeing the real thing. Basically, and like we're moving figure on. Maybe it's pretentious, but maybe we're trying to do a real version of what we've seen forever. We've seen a character, we're seeing now an animal, the way he might have looked like if he was a realistic beast.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that I hope people get when they see this picture, is a real feeling of awe the first time they see him, and surprise if we've managed to do our jobs and keep the design of him a little bit secret. They're going to see something that's really kind of awe-inspiring.
Oh no, I don't see Godzilla as he's a monster. He's like a fish out of the sea. I mean, he's in the wrong world. But I don't have any judgment on his head. I mean, I don't know if he's bad or good. I know that he's not in the right place.
Audrey's played by Maria Patillo. She's a fledgling reporter, an aspiring reporter, and I am a cameraman at that same news station, kind of encouraging her to be a little more, have a little more chutzpah, if you will, and go after stories a little more gusto, and which, you know, she picks a heck of a story to start practicing that behavior
on. You know, that's when an actor just has to reach into himself and, you know, use those past memories of encountering 200-foot lizards. That's really what acting's all about.
Audrey is the love interest of Matthew Broderick's character, and she is a reporter. She's not she's not so good, I think, at her job yet, but she's just striving. She's trying to make her way to the top and get the story on Godzilla. And you know, she's a little goofy, so people don't really take her seriously as a reporter. But she's working on it. She's desperate to get ahead, although she won't compromise her dignity, which is part of the story, so.
Only now can we really present Godzilla in the way that I think the original authors intended him to be, which is lethal and fast and agile and a monster.
He really is an animal, I think. And it's kind of sad because he's, it's not his fault, any of it, you know. He was made by us. That's I think, the old story in this story, that it's a problem that man has created.
It was fun to watch Roland because here's that, plus all these extras who are, you know, running around with guns and sometimes listening to instructions, and it's dark and it's, you know, it's incipient chaos lurking behind every corner, and Roland is having the time of his life and just enjoying himself. Like, we've put on this big show for Roland and he's having a ball.
I think Godzilla is basically just misunderstood. He's misunderstood. He's basically like the big puppy who gets loose and, you know, gets loose and knocks everything over, or the bull in the china shop. It's not really his fault. He's just an animal and he's pursuing, you know, his natural destiny. The only problem is if he pursues his natural destiny, the human race will be wiped out. So along with that little detail, whether he's sort of malevolent or not, we have to deal with it.